r/AskReddit. What historical event 100% reads like a time traveler went back in time to alter history? The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Somebody throws a grenade at his car, and it blows up behind him. That's the first incident of time travel, stopping the assassination. Later, as he goes back, the driver realizes that he's on the same route where the grenade was thrown, and they try to turn around. The whole procession of cars stalls, and a guy who just happened to be sitting there, goes over and shoots him. That's a second time traveler, fixing what the first had done. Since the whole thing lit off World War I and led to the rise of Hitler and then World War II, I kind of wonder what Ferdinand would have started if he hadn't been killed. It must have been pretty bad for them to send a second time traveler to put Nazi Germany back into the timeline. I'm 100% for the theory that a time traveler foiled the assassination, went back to the future, found out it had resulted in aliens invading us or something, went back in time again and fixed it. Fidel Castro's assassination attempts being dodged is so unrealistic, really, he dodged about 600, that it feels like a time traveler went back and foiled every single one of them. To be fair, a good number of those were pretty gosh darn stupid. I think there was one in which the CIA literally booby-trapped a particularly beautiful oyster shell near one of Castro's favorite diving spots. But, just imagine if the oyster was the one that got him. There have been at least 40 attempts to kill Hitler after he had risen to power. Sometimes they failed because the assailant couldn't get close enough, at least that's what they said afterwards, but a lot of them failed because of reasons that seem plausible if it happens once but begin to smell fishy when you look at all of them. Elzer's bomb went off as planned, but Hitler, who loved to hold speeches, had finished early that day. Tresco's bomb failed because at first he, as a high-ranking officer of the Wehrmacht, couldn't get his hands on anything that goes boom for months, and when he finally had some, the bomb didn't explode. Talk about German efficiency. Stauffenberg could have just shot the bastard, his attempt was part of a general upheaval after all, so his chances to survive that day would have been not that bad. But he planted a bomb because that went so well the last times. And so on. We will never know why, but somebody believed or even knew that a premature death of Hitler would have been even worse for the world than what we got.